We aren't here to tear any companies down, but to simply tell the truth. Our lives and our hunts depend on our gear to perform. So with that, enjoy your no holds barred, non-scripted, no bullshit gear review.
Hey everyone, in this gear review, we are going to review the Petzl e+Light. This little light is, man, it's absolutely incredible. Props to Aaron Snyder at Kifaru. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. If you don't know who Kifaru is, they make some of the best packs on the planet. I absolutely love them. And Aaron is just a really good dude. So anyways, I learned from Aaron about this Petzl e+Light. He was talking about utilizing it as a light to hang from your tent, as well as an emergency light. And so far, I gotta say that I absolutely love it. So some of the things that this light has is the light itself is connected with basically a ball and socket joint. So you can stand it up, turn it around, turn it backwards, point it straight down. I mean, you can point it basically any direction that you would need to ever point this light. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that this light offers is different mode adjust. So there's an off, there's a lock to where you have to force it out of that lock position, which is great because that makes it so it doesn't accidentally get turned on while it is in your pack. So once you get it out of lock, it's still an off. Then there's one bar on, so dim basically. Then there's bright. Then there's flashing white light. And then there's flashing red light. And then there's solid red. And then there's back to off. So that's kind of cool because there's an off switch on each side. So if you more frequently use the red, you can turn it off on the red side because then you're only one click away. If you more frequently use the white, you can turn it off on the white side and you're just one click away. So that's really cool. It uses an extremely small, basically a watch battery here in the back of it. The bungee itself is about a 1/4 inch thick, and it just wraps all the way around your head. And it even comes with a little whistle, so I guess you get lost or whatever else. There is a whistle. Now what I do with the Petzl e+Light is I put this in my binocular harness, and that way no matter what I am doing or where I leave my pack when I go on that stalk, I always have some form of light, as well as I keep other things in there, a small survival kit in my binocular harness, but this little light is always in there. So that's what I got the light for, is basically to have it as a survival light. And so far the battery has been outstanding. I have used it a few times at the camp so that I can use this light and this battery as opposed to my main headlamp. So the weight of this burly thing is 26 grams. As you can see, it's literally the size of my thumb. I mean, it's kind of insane. The material is obviously plastic. Even the little ball joint and everything like that to swivel it is plastic. Some of the product's likes. It is extremely lightweight. I don't know how you could get really any lighter than it is. So that's awesome. It's super small, which means it can then literally fit anywhere. So if you want to run it in your bino harness like I do, cool. If you want to run it in your front pocket, cool. If you want to run it in your fanny pack, cool. If you want to literally take off your hat, put it in the top of your hat, and then put your hat back on, it's so small you probably wouldn't notice it. So that's awesome. I really like that it is great for an emergency light or a backup light. it's so small that you don't even notice that you have it. So in the case that you would need it, it would be very beneficial. I also like the different modes. You know, the dim, bright, flashing, and red light. All that stuff is, I think, is a great great thing that's added to it. Lastly, I like the ball joint because it allows you to literally point this thing wherever you want it to go. Some of the product dislikes. Nothing. I honestly like everything about this product. Ease of use. Scale of 1 to 10. I put an 8 simply because when you put this thing on your head, the lock button is so awesome that sometimes you almost rip it off your head trying to get it out of the lock position. So to mitigate that, I would simply recommend taking it out of lock before you put it on your head. Toughness, scale of 1 to 10. I think it's as tough as, it's a 9. I think it's as tough as a little plastic headlight could be. Now, with that said, I'm not trying to knock it at all. I mean, it's a solid little piece there. Do you get what you pay for? Yes. Would you recommend it to a friend? Absolutely. So with that, this was the gear review for the Petzl e+Light. The cost at the manufacturer is $29.95, and the cost at Amazon is $29.85. So that is the Petzl e+Light. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's gear review. Hey everyone, Zach Herold here. Thanks so much for tuning into our YouTube channel. I hope this gear review helps you be informed when it comes time to purchase your next gear item. We also offer an online series called Live Life at Full Draw, and it's on this same YouTube channel. It covers all of our archery hunting adventures. If you head on over to www.archerymaniacs.com, you can check out our taxidermy, videography packages, upcoming ebooks, as well as our monthly newsletter. Somewhere around here, yes, here it is, our subscribe button. If you want to stay informed on our gear reviews as well as our online series, hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for checking out the show. We really appreciate your support.